So I want you to see how I make a lid. That's the piece. I've measured the pieces up there. I've measured with the calipers. Oops. So it's just right, I think. It's going to fit down inside of the vase. So it's a little longer than I want it, so I'm going to cut it. Probably going to leave this part flat so it'll lay flush, but I'll show you how I checked that. I thought it was cool, so I wanted to put the video on regular time to share this part. So I'm going to cut a part of this off because it's a little higher than I want it. Now if you notice, this piece is real thick and it's curved here in the base. I do that so I can have a curved shaped lid that I can trim. I feel a sneeze fit coming on. So now I need these lips to be straight and not slanted so that this edge, so that it fits straight down, because if it slants out, that's not going to go down in the piece. So I've closed it up a little. So I'm going to open it up a little bit from the base. Make sure it's straight. Looks nice. I'll compress and then I'll check it. That is okay. Let's find out. So the way you're going to find out, I'm going to take this thing off, put the base up here, and put it on top of it to see how it sits. I think that here needs to be a little flatter. Let me flatten that some. Great, felt the air bubble, but I'll work all that out later. So I want to make sure that that part right there is nice and flat, and I like it a little flatter. So I may have to get me a little tool here. Here we go. Let's just get some of this excess from right here. All right, that may have closed it a little. So it's a lot of checking and rechecking, and it did close it a tad. If I want to open, I have to pull straight back or I'll get a slant, and you don't want a slant. All right, let me just nurse this part so it's nice and clean looking. All right, so measure again. I think that's perfect. I want it to be just a little more narrow. That's a bit too much. So let's open it just a tad more. Just giving a little push here in the wall, tiny push. Compress the lip, and I'm going to check it. That looks a little too wide. Yep, yeah. So let's go in a tad. I'm going to go ahead and round off this lip of this guy. So if this is the measurement, I can be done once I check it. This bat is a tad uneven. When they sit wet, they curve. I need to take these calipers apart and fix them. All right, so I think that's good. So now I'm going to take the piece I just made. I don't want any drips on my piece, so let me just get all this off. All right, so I'm going to take this guy off right here. I'll set it there. That's a lid. And then I'll put this baby back on the wheel that I just made gently. That's a cutie pie. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take this piece, flip it over, and see if it fits. I hope you can see this. So putting it on there, it fits perfectly. I didn't damage the edges, so it's a go. And that's how you make a lid. And now that I've done that, I could, you know, hold the sponge here, just get rid of any little marks I didn't want. And that's a little crooked because I pulled the wire cutter under there. And it slides over just a tad, so it wasn't thrown wobbly, I promise. So this baby is approved by yours truly to be the lid. And I have it really heavy because I'm going to flip it over and trim it. And I'm going to trim it in a dome shape. And there's a dome in there. Can you see? Nice. All right. So I'm going to get the excess on here that I don't need using the trimming tool. My favorite trimming tool is this rusty thing. Love it. So I'll just get this excess off. And mind you, this is a very wet piece of clay. So I had to throw it with little to no water. Alright, so there's my cute little lid. It's a little cutie pie. And this edge needs cleaning up a little bit, but I'm reluctant to touch it much because I don't want to lose the size, but we don't want a messy edge. Alright, that's done. So I have thrown 3 pieces this evening. And my grandbaby just came over unannounced. So that means I have to go. All right. See ya later.